So, season 3, episode 4, we have the great pleasure of hosting yourself, Dully Sayed. Welcome.
Thank you, Ari. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. Well, I guess let's just jump straight into it. Now, Dully, take us right back as far as you can remember. What was it like growing up in the Sayed family? And pronounced Sayed, right?
Sayed, correct,
Sayed,
yeah.
awesome.
Well, we had good role models. We were all hard workers. Father, uncles all ran businesses, had businesses themselves. Particularly my uncle, he was really entrepreneurial, so he inspired me a lot. He had multiple businesses, and he was a hustler, go-getter.
So, I mean, 4 years old, Sydney?
Sydney, yeah.
Sydney, whereabouts?
The good old Bankstown.
Bankstown
Boy.
Siblings?
Yes.
What do you got?
I'm the eldest of 9.
9?
Yes. We've got a bit of a dysfunctional family.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Different mothers and fathers.
Okay, how many brothers, how many sisters?
I'm the oldest of 2 girls, so mum and dad. And then mum got another 2, boy, girl. Dad got another 4, 2 boys, 2 girls. So
Oh my God. The Christmases must be.
we're called the Sayed bunch.
Oh my God. Okay, so 4 years old, growing up in Bankstown. Your parents, would they take you on holidays? Would they?
Frequently, no.
And what did your?
So I come from a divorced family. So
Okay.
obviously that has its challenges. But holidays wouldn't be something that was we did often.
And what did your father do for work?
My father's a jack of many trades, but predominantly he was in the cleaning industry.
Okay.
So industrial cleaning, specifically like meat fabrication cleaning. So big factories, yeah. So did a lot of that as well.
Wow. And did he run those factories, or was he?
No, we'd have the subcontracting cleaning contracts. Yeah,
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And your mum?
never worked. Yeah, she
Well,
came
to
from
take care of-
Lebanon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So okay, and let's run it back that little bit more. Your father and mother, they both came from Lebanon.
father's born here,
Okay.
so I'm second generation. Mum came to Australia when she was 15.
Right. What part of Lebanon? Your mum from?
North Tripoli.
Tripoli.
Yeah,
There you go.
you familiar?
Not fully familiar with Tripoli, but olives come from there. A lot of
Yeah. So mum didn't get an education. She left school at U2. That's just how it was back there. They were poor, war. So street smart, but no book smarts.
And what age did she come from here?
15.
She came here at 15.
Yeah.
What made her want to come to Australia?
Marriage.
Marriage.
Yeah. Opportunity.
Opportunity. So
to leave the civil war.
okay. So she came here with by herself or a couple of
No,
people?
my father.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your father was born here, went over there,
Yep.
got her, and then came back here.
That's right.
How old was your father?
Dad would have been 20. He was
There you
young as
go.
well, yeah.
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 And so she came over here with your father
Mm-hmm.
to the other side of the world, and your father was 20 years old. So I mean, your father at 20 years old, what was he working at 20 years old?
Actually, he was studying in computer engineering.
So your father probably looked around. He wasn't happy with the what was on offer in Australia. He's gone over to Lebanon.
It wasn't entirely his choice. It was my grandfather grabbed him by the ear. He said, "You're going to Lebanon to get married, mate. You're too much. You're too wild."
Wow, must say it's a whole different culture. You know, when you're going over to Greece, Lebanon,
Yeah.
all those countries, the values. It's a whole nother kettle of fish, isn't it?
Before, yes.
Yeah.
I think now, due to the internet, things have leveled up. I believe anyway. There's still a culture shock and difference, but things have leveled up.
And at what age did your mum have yourself?
Would have been 17, 18
Wow.
max. Yeah.
Wow.
I think mum's 52. Yeah, 52.
That's nice.
I'm 35, so yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It was a big benefit when you've got a young mum.
Yeah, people think she's my sister.
Wow.
Yeah, she looks young as well. That's where I get like mum and dad genetically. I get my good looks from them.
Okay, so you're born in Bankstown. What age did your mum and dad?
I was 8 years old, so
At a young age, it's a big thing, isn't it?
mid-20s.
Family.
Yeah, 3 kids.
It's
Tough.
a big thing. I mean, you know, you've heard it before. You know, you you get these young kids, and young kids don't care if dad has a Ferrari and big house, or they just want family. It's playing with your cousins. It's that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just have a little tennis ball and play some handball. Nothing else matters.
100%.
Yeah.
Having that, especially when you're young, like I remember like at 8 years old, I would sit by the window, really upset, crying, waiting for dad to come. And you don't know what's going on at 8 years old. You can't comprehend the situation.
Yeah. And at that age, how many siblings did you have?
There was 3 of us.
3. Wow.
So my youngest sister, she would have been 2 or 3 years old at the time.
There you go. And what school did you go in? Primary school?
I went to Malik Fahd.
Okay.
That's in Chullora.
Chullora.
Yeah.
How was Chullora back then? Was it like today, or was it?
I mean, it was still in its infancy days. It was a lot different, but it was good school. It was an Islamic school.
Yeah.
Taught us a lot of values, morals. Quite strict. It was all about getting high marks and high grades. So I was a kid that I always said, you have potential if you apply yourself.
And were you the popular kid? You 5 years old, 6 years old back in Skid? How were you in the schoolyard?
Memories of childhood, something that I've always struggled with. Yeah, so I'm not too sure. I can't give you an answer, but I do remember being the guy that I got along with everyone got along with me.
Fair enough. And did you play sport when you were younger?
Yes.
Primary school? What did you play?
Everything. Soccer. I played state league soccer, so that was my favorite sport. But cricket, basketball. Yeah, I was really into sports.
When you were young, primary school, were you interested in school at all in regards to the academic side?
No, I wouldn't. I was never something that I didn't fit in the box. It never made sense to me. Now that I'm older and there's a whole movement about it, we talk about it. But back then, I just knew I usually say when I was 14, I figured life out was not black and white. Something.
Yeah. I mean, during primary school too, your father is a cleaning company.
Yep.
He's working 6 days, 7 days, 5 days?
Oh yeah, yeah. They worked hard and long. Yeah.
So coming home, would your father be home? Would you have to wait? Did you have to, being the oldest, kind of fend for yourself? How was it?
Well, being 8 years old when they divorced, so that's basically, I don't have much memories of dad being around. Like, I have to go younger, and I have some memories. Yeah. But yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
all right, you hit high school.
I don't have an answer for that one.
Where'd you go to high school?
Same school, Malik Fahd.
Okay.
Continued there. Like I said earlier, it was a great school. They push us. I actually completed year 10 in year 9, so I was a bit of an advanced student, and I never applied myself, truthfully. Just go into school and just fluke it.
There you go. And in high school, you're still living in Bankstown?
No, at that time we moved to Sefton.
Sefton?
Yeah.
Down the road?
Yeah, not far from me.
And what was it like in Bankstown, Sefton back then? Was it all Arabic community? Was it Aussies? What was going on back then?
Sefton was more... Bankstown was more, Lebanese predominantly. Yeah. People, we hung around that community and we did everything associated with that community. We went to school in that community. But Sefton was a bit different, yeah. There was a lot more Asians, a lot more Aussies, some Italians. Like I said, we had different kind of neighborhood, which was good. It was good to get out of that bubble and then mix with other races and cultures and backgrounds.
And during high school, anything major happened during that period? Family, life experiences. How was high school for Dully?
High school was something for really just had to do. And I wouldn't say I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the sports aspect. Kicked ass in that. Was popular with the girls. So that was something I enjoyed. But in terms of schooling, yeah, like I said to you earlier, I just cruised through school. I never used to do my homework, never used to pay attention in class, and I seem to do really well.
And during high school, did you know what you were going to do in life?
No idea. However, my mother asked me a question when I was about 10 years old. What do you want to do when you grow up? And my answer was fascinating because I said to her, I want to have a chain of service stations with fish and chip shop franchises in them. And I want my family to be working in the businesses.
There you go.
So at 10 years old, I had that mindset of I want to be a business owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it? Was it money? Was it what was it?
I'd have to say there's the financial aspect, there's the achievement, proving that you can do something like that. And like I said earlier as well, it's in the family. We have that entrepreneurial DNA in the family.
There you go. You have any side hustles during high school?
Yes, I started working at 14. I would go into a block of offices in Bankstown after school, and I'd wash their cars. $20 a car wash
In the block.
In the-
Where'd you get the water from?
in the basement.
The basement.
Yeah, use the fire hydrant. Get a bucket with me, soap, sponge the cars. $20 a car wash, and I'd actually do in and out. So I'd get to do about 2 cars in the afternoon after school.
Love them back then. $40.
Yeah,
What'd you do with the money?
saved.
Saved,
Yeah,
during
yeah.
high school.
Yeah.
Are you a spender or a saver? You're
Generally, I'm a spender, but mum used to give me a backhander and give me your money.
all right. So I guess you come out of high school. What's going on?
Come out of high school, so I was working as well since I was 14. So like I'd work during the week washing cars in the office building. On the weekends, I'd be working doing tire shine at my uncle's car wash. So Saturday, Sunday, I'd be working there. I was basically working. I was a hard worker. I enjoyed working. It's the aspect of being involved, doing something, achieving. So when I didn't finish high school actually. I left in year 11. Just didn't think school
Okay.
was for me, and the school gave me an ultimatum. I said, no, don't want to do it. Because we had to achieve minimum 80 to continue. I was like, no, not interested. So left school, worked full-time at my uncle's car wash in Belmore, Spoilers Car Wash. That was good days. Probably the best car wash
You a
in
Doggies
Sydney.
fan?
No, I'm a Manly supporter.
How'd that work?
The whole Sayed clan are Manly supporters.
Wow.
And I'm Manly member as well.
Wow. What? So you had family that lived out there?
No association.
Just Manly.
There is a few Lebanese families that support Manly, yeah, oddly enough.
God, are they lost?
Are they lost?
The Doggies,
Well-
we got Bulldogs, we got St. George, Para, Manly.
Yeah, we want it to be the Silver Towels.
Silvertails. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So you're working at a car wash, year 11. Again, year 11, and after that, did you know kind of where you were going? You still playing sport after school?
Still playing sport. No, at that time, I stopped playing sport at the age of 17. I broke my nose and broke my arm in rugby league. And then that was it. I was like, nah,
You're done.
I need to work and make money. Can't do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I worked hard. Worked 7 days. I did paper run as well. As soon as I got my license, so I did many jobs. Cleaning. Old man had a few contracts with Toyota, so I'd go after hours and clean their offices. Clean the toilets. Yeah.
Awesome. You get to 20 years old, what's going on?
Well, before 20, I started an apprenticeship.
All right.
Electrician. So I'm an electrician by trade. So I'm half Greek by association.
You're half Greek.
By association only.
How's that work?
Because the boys I worked with were all Greeks. So I worked 9 years for Carrington's Electrical.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was between 19 to 27.
Oh, I started my apprenticeship with them. I would have been, I think, 17, 18. Yeah.
And why electrician?
Because I keep getting told, what are you going to do? Wash cars for the rest of your living? You got to do something with yourself.
Yeah.
So I have to do a trade. I'm not going back to school.
Yeah.
And what's the cleanest trade? Because as you can see, I'm just naturally, I'm a pretty boy. I'm a metro. Ever since I was young, I was always looking after myself. Can't be a plumber. That doesn't suit the look. So electrician was like the cleanest trade you can do.
Yeah.
And probably the most intellectual as well. You got to have half a brain to be an electrician.
A lot of problem solving, isn't it?
Yes, a lot of problem solving.
Okay, so from 17, 18, apprenticeship, what are you doing? You're still saving?
Well, at
Accepting
18,
still?
yeah, at 18, I purchased my first house.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had the money saved up. I told you, I worked hard. Mum used to save my money.
And where
So
was that?
in Chester Hill.
Chester Hill.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yep.
And you were working throughout your 20s again,
3-4
saving?
jobs a day.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a hard worker. Like I can apply myself and I'll work hard. I'll work 20 hours a day, no problem.
So during those days, electrician, cleaning.
Cleaning, I did security as well, nightclubs, bars, events, paperboy. What else? Service station. I actually was going to get into the service station business. This was in 2009.
What was the goal? Were you thinking about maybe I'll open my own business? Were you thinking I want to get another house? What were you thinking?
Look, at that time, I would say my mind was just like all over the place. Wanted to do a million things. I just wish I had focused more on one. But then again, it was good. It was all a good experience, and it was, giving me life experience and many different talents. Like I can be using my hands to make someone look handsome, and then I can be fixing a light bulb or painting or digging a hole and resolving an issue.
What else? Were you traveling at all in your 20s when you?
I didn't travel. I got married young.
How old were you when you got married?
When I got married, this was 2011, so I was just a month before my 23rd birthday.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got married young.
Yes.
How was that back then? Getting married young.
It was good. It's good.
It's crazy
Yeah, it was crazy.
to think of that.
Yeah.
And so you got married at 21, 22.
Just before my 23rd birthday, yeah. 22.
Wow. Okay. What else during your 20s? No kids?
Well, I was a father at 23.
Your father at 23?
Yeah.
Whoa. You had a lot of weight on your shoulders from...
Well, like I said, when you come from a divorced family and you're quite young, you just tend to become mature and responsible very quick. So I remember always being told, "Oh, so how old are you?" And I'd say my age. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I thought you were much older than that." Just because my demeanor, the way I spoke, the way I handled myself, and I was very serious. I mean, just serious about life. I wasn't much of a jokester. So it kind of gave me that mature edge, and it kind of worked to my favor.
You had a boy or a girl?
My first was a daughter, Gianna.
20, yep.
20, I was 23, yeah. Then I got Giselle.
At what age?
She was 2014. So a couple of years later. I was 25.
25, 2 kids. And how were you feeling pressure-wise?
In the cooker. Working, like I said, I'd get up 5:30 to go to my day job. And I'd come back in the evening and hustle and do my current business that we have today. That was the side hustle.
So what was exactly the side hustle?
Initially, it started off as Laser by Dully. That was the side hustle.
Where would you do that?
So when I got married to my ex-wife, I'm divorced. We started up a hair salon together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
In Punchbowl.
Okay.
Yes. So she was working for someone at the time, and I said, "Why are you working for someone? Let's open up a business." And opened up a hair salon, and I was like, "Why we stop there? Let's put a laser machine in the back and let's do a bit of beauty." But I didn't see the opportunity for me in that initially. And my ex-mother-in-law was the one who basically pushed the idea, and she trained us because she was a nurse and she'd been in the industry at the time for 8 years. So she got up me and she's like, "Mate, let me teach you." And yeah.
So you were 25 then?
No. Started when I was 22, before we got married.
Wow. It's just kind of by accident type thing.
Yeah, purely.
There you go. And how was it back then? How'd you get work?
Well, I kind of fell into it. Like clients that will come in and see my ex-wife uh, would ask, "Is there can you do this for my husband?" Like, yeah, my husband can do it. Family, friends, cousins, siblings, like just people in my circle would ask, and I'm like, yeah, cool, I can do it for you. Um, that's realistically how it started, but it wasn't a trend at the time. It was very foreign.
So what was it? It was hair removal.
Initially, that's where it started. Yeah,
Right.
laser hair removal.
And where did that whole thing go? Tell me about that.
That business was very took its time, and it took its time to mature, and it just I really grew it organically. So one client, two clients, 5, 10, 20, slowly over the years. Until 2015 is when I took it serious and I quit everything. Like what I was doing previous to that was I'd take the money I'd accumulate in that business and put it into other businesses.
And what were those businesses?
Started up bathroom renovation business.
Wow.
Castle Hill opened up a showroom. Electrical business. We had a online e-commerce store in 2014 before it wasn't even a thing. So, and like I said earlier, it was just I wish that I just put my focus into one thing, whereas my focus was everywhere. I wanted to conquer everything, and that's where I think I personally went wrong. Where you're trying to do too many things and not focus on one, and then that's where it gets you. So in 2015, I decided, nah, I can't. The gold's right underneath my nose. This is what I need to be focusing on. All the money that I get from here, I'm blowing it elsewhere.
Mm.
And then that's where I dialed in. And then BareWolf started in 2017.
So how old were you then?
29 and 28.
Okay. And with Belfield, where did that was that Belfield?
So Belfield was our first store that we opened.
And that time you were still with
My ex-partner, yes. Yeah.
There you go.
And we had a son in 2019.
3 kids, beautiful.
Yeah, 3 kids. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where were you living at 29 yourself?
In Bankstown.
Taking all the risks to open up, bricks and mortar. How was it? What was that like?
It's a big risk.
Yeah.
We had a I would say I had a full-blown business previous to opening.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a service that was in the market yet. So when BareWolf started in Belfield, it was the first of its kind in the world. So it is kind of unique what we did. So I get called a trailblazer. So you could go and get laser done or beauty treatments done. Yeah, sure. It's nothing special what I did. But what the ingredient, the special ingredient we had is we made it for men by men. So we created a men's environment, and we brought that to the market. So when we opened the door in Belfield, March 2018. So obviously it takes time to do the fit out and the whole process. So that's why I said 2017, because I got the keys in November 2017. One man show. Opened up the doors. I was just by myself. Within 6 months, we had 6 staff, and we had 488 clients before we opened the door. 6 months later, we had 2,000 clients and 6 staff.
Wow,
Business exploded.
What were we doing with the cash money?
Cash money, right back into the business. Literally.
A lot of people get the impression that in business you just rolling in cash, but you get it, you put it back in. You want to be competitive, you get it, you put it back in. Have to be sharp.
Mate, I didn't have a decent car till I turned 29. I just drive whatever. Any shitbox, or dad's cars, or anyone's cars.
Yeah.
I bought a Hyundai i30 at 29 and stick it, BareWolf all over it.
Yeah.
I did the hard, I'll tell you a story. I remember a week out before we opened up BareWolf, and this is dead set truth. Finished, because I physically did a lot of the work. So between getting the keys to the shop, the whole process, and then actually starting the work and opening was 28 days. Okay. week before out, we're opening the store. I'm starving. It was about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. I needed to eat. Going to Macca's, drive through, Big Mac, come to pay, tap, declined. No cash. Try another card, decline. Try another card, decline. Didn't have money to buy a Big Mac. Drove out of McDonald's without eating. I was like, wow, that was real. You know, like all my money was invested into the business. And yeah, people don't see that. Like every single dollar was into the business. And previous to that, I'll add as well. So when the whole idea was conceived, I was telling my mother, this is what I want to do. She said to me, all right, how much money do you have on you? I said, oh, about $900. She says, all right, give it to me. So what for? She goes, give it to charity. Donate that money. And when you donate that money, have the intention that you want to do something good. And yeah, that's what I did. Donated that money and I left myself with no money. Because at that time...
And no Big Mac.
Well, the Big Mac story is afterwards. But that was pre-BareWolf.
Yeah.
It was at the time as well... You know, you're in business, you understand how cash flow works. And we had the other site as well. We had just spent X amount of money renovating, doing 2 stories. So like, I was cashed out. From the outside, people thought we're killing it, which we were. We were doing really well. But the problem is cash flow is always getting reinvested back into the business, buying new equipment, hiring new staff, doing new fit outs, bringing the latest technology. People don't see that.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yes, looks easy, looks fun, looks fun, and yeah, I mean the risk and the you don't pick your hours.
Do you want to know my hours when I first opened up BareWolf? I'd be there at 7:30 a.m. and I wouldn't leave there till 11:30, 12 midnight.
Yeah.
The latest time I've ever got off the tools was 2 a.m. in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah. Turned off the machine. I looked, it was 2 a.m.
So you're 29. Yeah. You first open the business. Word gets around. You start getting a lot of bookings organically.
Organically, man, just posting on socials. I had a really good guy that came in and he just gave us a lot of vibe in the business, recorded everything, and just again, it was early days and just bang.
Yeah.
We built something, and then the market, and just the business came, the market came. They said, build it, and they will come.
2 years later, what was happening?
We had opened up another location.
And where was that?
In Fairfield Heights.
Wow. So no mercy.
Yeah.
Were you watching copycats come by that time?
Oh yeah, yeah. From within as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
Look, I don't mind. Everyone wants to do their own thing. Everyone wants to grow and hustle, and hats off to them. It'd be nice if people come to you and tell you, this is what I'm doing, and not stab you in the back on their way out. Steal your business, steal your ideas, and then
Customers?
Oh yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't have a business. Realistically, they nurtured their business in my business.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, open up the second location. What's going on? First year of that. That's 2 locations. So you're not doing any more car washing.
Oh no.
You're done.
Long gone, yeah. No more other business. It was full focus on BareWolf.
Yeah.
November 2019.
These hours, you've been 3 kids,
Mm-hmm.
wife. How does that all work?
It's hard. It was hard. At that time as well, got a full-time business coach as well because it was chaos. So by that time there, I had about 16 staff. My ex-wife had about 25 staff.
Where at?
In her business, which was in Punchbowl. That business was growing as well.
The hairdressing business.
Well, it became a full-blown clinic at that time. We revamped it, flipped it.
What was that called?
Dully Sayed. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on.
So tell me about the impacts when you have yourself going to war every single day, dealing with the shit that business owners deal with. You come home frazzled. the same time you come home frazzled, your wife, ex-wife, comes home back from war, frazzled. 2 people frazzled, 3 kids. How does that go down?
Ended up in a divorce. It's hard.
It's 2 full-time business owners. Because I mean, no matter what business you're in, it isn't. We're going to battle territory every day.
Oh yeah.
But you've got both partner, and then you've got kids, and the kids need nurturing. How does that go down?
We were young. It was tough. We'd become each other's punching bags, and yeah, it's not good. You have to be stronger. You have to know how to deal with those situations and come out stronger. It wasn't the case, and that's that.
The dynamic of, I mean, you got a household, a house. There's maintenance, there's care factor, there's nurturing, there's kids, they got to do their homework. Or you got nannies. What's going on?
Yeah, we had infrastructure in place. Yes.
Yeah.
My thing was I'd drop off the kids in school to school in the mornings. That was something I needed to do,
That's nice.
and I'd pick them up right in the middle of the day. Screw up my day, but it was like my time to see him. That hour car ride was like my joy, morning and night. So I did that, and that kept me going. I'd say, and then I'd go back to work and just keep going.
Wow, that's intense having both
Very.
at it.
Yes, it was extremely intense. Extremely.
2 very busy businesses.
Yes.
You guys are saving. You guys are enjoying. You guys are spending. You guys are, what's going on?
Bit of everything, and reinvesting into the businesses, and I had just the grand ideas, and
And what was the grand?
mate, I wanted to open up across Australia, and just capitalize on what we had done.
Yeah.
Being the first 4-man by men clinic in the world, and just there was an opportunity. Things were going good. Business is growing.
What's
Everything
that?
changes.
What's that mean?
March 2020, we had March 2020 first. We first got divorced. Then a week later,
You know the date, eh?
March 9, 2020. And then a week later, we had lockdowns.
Double whammy.
Double whammy.
A divorce, kids that young.
Mm-hmm.
You went through it too with your parents getting divorced. Tell me about that.
Hardest period of my life. Yeah. Extremely hard.
So what's going through your mind? You got a few things. So in a divorce, is you got young kids, you've got assets, you've got emotion, you've got, what else are we adding?
A lot of emotions.
A lot of that one.
A lot of that one, yeah.
The kids.
It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into too much details, but it wasn't pretty. And mentally affected me for a while. Yeah.
I saw a stat. I think I saw a stat like 6 out of 10 marriages fail.
Yes. Unless it's increased. I know it was 52%, but if it's gone up.
What's the verdict, Tio? Rate Australia. I think in the WOG countries, Greece and Lebanon, etc., they've got the lowest divorce rates in the world. You know why I think that is? I think families get so involved, and I think people just go, you know what, we're having troubles, but let's just stick it through because it's not worth it. I think that's what happens.
There's always a solution.
Whether that's a good thing, people just stick it through or not, I don't know. But what's
48?
Oh, 48.
48%. No, I heard it's gone up.
It's gone up, is it?
Yeah.
I think in COVID,
There was a lot of
in COVID, I think couples that they think they ripped each other apart.
Yeah.
But I mean, 48%. I mean, Imagine jumping out of an aeroplane and someone looks at you and goes, "Hey, 48% chance your parachute isn't gonna open. Would you jump?" That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's a bad analogy. You jump. You gotta think. You believe in love. Love is love. You think.
I did it
Jump.
anyway.
We jump.
I did it anyway.
You can do it. Of course. Like, it's just, yeah, because it's heavy. It's heavy. I think finding the right person is probably one of the biggest decisions you can.
Yeah.
The biggest.
Well,
The biggest. What's bigger?
I would say it's the most important decision you will make in your life.
What's your advice?
Make sure your values align.
Your values align.
Yeah.
What's values? Are we talking religion? Are we talking
Values, brother. So what do you value? What's important to you?
Yeah.
What do you want your children to be?
honesty, integrity?
Yeah.
It's just the main things.
Yeah. If your values align, the rest of your life will line up.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Different races don't make a difference. Different.
Me personally,
Yeah.
I think it would make it easier, but it's not the end all be all.
You gotta have the core stuff.
Yeah, the core, which is values.
Yeah.
If we can agree on this is what the outcome that we want, then yeah. At the time, we're too young.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so divorce, COVID.
Yes.
Where does that leave you?
Sleeping.
This is getting intense.
Yeah, it is getting intense, man.
Let's do it. Stories unlocked. Raw
yeah,
uncut.
Yeah. Sleeping in my office, waking
Okay.
up one Sunday morning,
Yes.
just tearing.
Tearing.
And honestly, I'm not I'm not trying to I'm not a guy that cries. In my adult life, I've probably cried 3 times. I can count them. But that Sunday morning, I just woke up, tears running down my eyes, and I was like, WTF, what happened? No money. I mean, no money.
Your business is
Well, 4 months, 4 months before the lockdown, we put $500,000 into the third site.
third site.
Yeah,
Where was that?
Fairfield Heights.
Okay.
So
Big fit out.
big fit out, a lot of equipment, cashed out. We didn't know the world was going to stop.
Yeah.
As long as the doors are open, I know how to make money. That's not the problem.
It's tricky. You know, sometimes you just think like if we just went down to the casino right now, put it all on road, we might have a better chance.
Oh yeah, in business, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, how hard's hiring?
Well, do you know the
Just don't know.
statistics on business? Yeah,
Oh God, tell me.
like after 10 years, like less than 1% make it.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Just getting through that up and down.
Yeah. And then in comes the mortgages, in comes this lifestyle, and the rest of it.
And
Kids.
the temptation as well. Like, oh yeah, I'm making money. I can live a bit of a lifestyle now.
Look at the average spend tier for a kid from 0 to the age of 21. I believe it's like $900,000.
It was about $1 million.
Yeah, it's maybe 1.2. I remembered. How much money do parents pay on one child? Like, it's a big thing. I mean,
Yeah.
kids are. I mean, I don't have kids, but I mean, there's a lot, right? It all adds up.
Yeah, when you go on the weekend, when you got your kids on the weekend, spend $1,000 with your eyes closed.
Mm. Yeah. God. So, I mean, running a business, divorce, 3 kids, you've been going all in every time you're opening up a new location. You're going for the jugular.
All in.
And now COVID. What's happening with this third location?
Brother,
Rent?
everything.
Yeah.
Payments.
Yeah.
Staff, people.
So you're paying rent for 3 locations?
Yeah. Well, at that time, that's when we went through the divorce. So then that's where we had to figure out what's going to happen as well. So,
On top. And then lawyers?
of course,
And they're the worst ones.
mine was pretty good.
Yeah?
He's a good man.
Okay. Well, saying one of the worst ones being expenses.
Oh, yeah, in terms of that,
In
yeah.
terms of that.
Yeah, it is an expensive exercise.
Yeah.
Um,
It sucks too. It's like, where's the money going?
and the reality is that only the lawyers win.
Mm.
That's unfortunate reality.
Yeah. You'd rather just give it to the kids. Like, you could just come to an agreement. Like, instead of us spending $400,000, can we just give it to the kids? Wouldn't that be simple? It just doesn't work like that, does it?
It's a game. It's a circus.
Okay, so during COVID, what's going on?
Brother, tough. Like I said to you, I woke up that morning. I was like,
Are you going for
Where-
walks? Are you staying in church spot? Are you going to the gym, or were you in the dump stumps? Like, how's your mindset?
at that time, mindset was sharp. I went into that pain and I stared it straight into the face and I dealt with it. And I was running.
Yeah, what do you do when you can't run any business? You've got a kid. What do you do? How do you fight?
Well, I ran every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ran. Sauna, cold showers, affirmations, just all the stuff that you need to do just to stay mentally on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, would have ended up in a really dark place, which I did anyway. I ended up going to there anyway. I fell off the wagon, of course.
What's falling off the wagon mean?
I'm not going to get into too much details, but it wasn't good. Yeah. Like, ended up in places I didn't want to end up. There's a time that I will come in the open with all this, but at the moment, yeah.
So how long did COVID go? Was it 3 years?
Well, 2020, we came out October 21. So it was March, it was an 18-month period.
Yeah.
I know our doors were closed for 29 weeks in total. We made
Wow.
nothing, zero. We couldn't.
And money out.
Well, it wasn't initially, yes, but then it wasn't the fact that the money was out. It was just like, oh, we'll put it on pause for you, but you still got to pay it. Like, cool. It's not like we're gonna make back that money we lost. That revenue that how do we make up that revenue? And done things like, yeah, initially business shot off, but then it came back down to reality after the lockdown.
Everyone must have got hairy.
Yeah. Business was
Real hairy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Business was booming straight after that.
Yeah. But then staff, then you get it's the other challenges.
Yeah, it's just momentum. The biggest thing was the momentum part. How do you keep your staff and everyone motivated for 4 months when they're not working and they don't know what's going on? The uncertainty. You don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're going to keep your doors open.
Was it in your head that there could be a chance that you just shut it all and just maybe try to do something else, or what would you?
Yeah, bit of everything.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So 3 stores. Did you hold them? Did you downsize? How did it work?
Yeah, we eventually came back out of the final lockdown and we downsized. We refined everything we did. We restructured, rehired. And we did a lot of improvements in the business out of necessity because we had to survive.
Yeah.
For a long period of that time, I was off the tools. I was just basically managing the business and growing the business. I had to get back on the tools. Get back to basics.
There you go. Wow, what a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So I mean, COVID, 2021, 3 years later. COVID was 3 years ago.
We're in November, end of November. Yeah, so 3 years ago, we came out of it completely, yeah.
From now till 3 years, it went from 3 years ago until now. How's it? Tell us about that.
It's also been challenging. BareWolf has gone through its ups and downs. And as I said earlier to you, before we started the podcast, August, I got off the tools again. So now it's just about pushing the business forward again, leading, training, that kind of stuff, and getting everyone on board what the vision is.
The vision.
Yeah.
And what is the vision?
The vision is to be the experts in hair removal for males in Australia.
Simple.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. And so that makes you how old now?
35.
35 years old. Time's on your side.
Yes,
A lot's happened.
a lot.
A lot has happened. Where do you see BareWolf in 5 years' time?
As a franchise in multiple locations across Australia.
One thing I do remember earlier this year, I did hear your name get called at an awards night with over 1,000 people, the most prestigious awards program in Australia. And you got up and you made a speech and you left an impression. What'd you say? You got the microphone and you said, "Can everyone say "Ow"?" And you held it up. You had 1,000 people go, and I thought that was cool.
Brother, my heart
Yeah.
was pounding.
Yeah.
Number one, I didn't expect to win that award.
So, what did that mean to you after all of that?
To be completely honest, at that time, I was still struggling with my confidence and my self-doubt. I'll be completely honest. Like, I was like, at the point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. I just can't anymore. Like, it was just so much burden. You know, just that fighting consistently, you know, like, as they say, 3 feet from gold. And I did mention that award sparked something in me again. It truly did. Like, it really meant a lot, because I was like, okay, you are an entrepreneur. You got this shit. Like, despite all the challenges, you're up there and you just took that award from, you know, across Australia. Like, this is a big deal. So, honestly, I thought I was just there for the numbers. I thought maybe BareWolf might have a chance, but me, nah. I'm just there for the numbers. Like, they just put my name in. And then to go up on the stage and then be the winner, it's like, yeah. So it was just whatever came out, and
The recognition.
yeah. And it was just, like you said, it was nice to get the crowd involved.
And it's one of those things where, like, when you're going through, that struggle and you're taking hits, and then you get something like that happen. It's just the momentum. It's
Yes.
momentum, isn't it?
Because then a few months later, we won the local business award.
That's right. I saw you up there again.
Yeah. And then that was just like another one. It's
Shout
like,
out to the local business awards.
yeah, shout out.
Yeah. And it's like a boxing match, isn't it? Business where you can't just go knockout punch, we good. You get a jab, jab a bit more, bit of a hook, bit of an uppercut, keep going, lighten your toes. You got to keep going.
You got to stay in the fight.
Want another good hit? Okay, now guard up. Okay, jab. It's just constant.
Yeah.
It's constant. Just when you think that everything, you got it down pat,
Bang.
bang.
And you don't see it coming.
You don't see it coming.
No.
You don't see it coming.
Because you're exhausted and tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, but it's good. That's what, look, and I say it to a lot of people that come to ask for advice or want to have a chat about business. Business is not for everyone. And it's okay. It doesn't make you better or worse or less or more.
Yes.
It's not for everyone.
100%.
You just got to have that in you. Because like yourself, like myself, like many other business owners, it's easier to give up. It's harder to stay in the fight.
But in saying that, I mean, you can look at it like this. Pick your poison. And you want to clock off at 5 p.m. and spend the weekends with your family and friends. That's the most beautiful thing. It's priceless because, the truth is grandparents and parents and, everyone's not going to be around forever. And those are priceless moments you'll never get back. And you cherish those moments, you enjoy those moments. But doing that, pick your poison, you're going to miss out on business opportunities. But let's say you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be first place. You go head first and you're able to make money and you're able to build up your status and you're able to hang around a great network. But what takes a toll is your friends and family. So that's also poison.
Mm-hmm.
So which poison do you want to pick? both are shit.
Yes.
Pick it. And there's nothing. You can't have it all.
No. And that's the sacrifice you got to make.
Yeah.
If you have a vision, you you know what the outcome is. You got to sacrifice and execute.
Yeah.
It's not going to be linear.
Yeah. Now, sometimes you might think to yourself too, imagine clocking off at 5 p.m. and just going, I don't need to work. Like, wouldn't that be a beautiful feeling too? Just a day, when you get a day off, like, and everything's, it's a Christmas, like no one's working, so no one's going to bug you. No one's going to text you about what, isn't it like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, and I
But
wanted
your mind
that
still
bad.
your mind still buzzes too.
Yeah,
It doesn't,
because you don't know any better. That's what you want.
yeah,
It's that adrenaline that's what gets you
curse.
going. It is,
Can't get it out.
but it's a nice curse as well.
Yeah.
And it's not for everyone.
Yeah. Pick your poison.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one piece of advice you'd give to a 10-year-old Dully. You've only got one piece. After everything, you've only got one. What is it?
For me, it'll be back yourself, believe in yourself, and don't be afraid of the power of your voice. Like, be willing to say what you feel and not be like in the back of the room waiting for others. Like, just stand your ground. Be you. Be authentic.
I like it. Be authentic. All right. Well, that, I guess, is a wrap. And from what I'm hearing, you grew up in a working class family. You had the challenges of your parents from a young age, separating with over 9 siblings. Being the eldest must have come with responsibility. But with that came your hard work ethic. You work 7 days a week, morning to night, multiple jobs, rolling up your sleeves, getting up your hands dirty, ambitious, just rolling with the punches, fighting. You saw openings. You tried many things until one good one clicked, and that was BareWolf. You when you got it, you didn't sit back and say, I've got a good one. Let's enjoy. You went double or nothing. You went double or nothing again, number 3. And then you've got what you thought might have been a knockout punch of COVID and divorce simultaneously a week apart. But you got back up, and the fight continues. 35 years old. I'd love to run this podcast back in 10 years' time.
It'd be great. Fight continues.
I'm sure it will, and I can foresee BareWolf, off the back of your leadership, drive, perseverance. I feel like when an individual has that, you can't not grow. You're going to outcompete. You're going to chip away. You're going to take market share. Every time you fall down, you're going to just get back up. It's only one way. Hopefully no more COVID.
Hopefully. As long as they let us do our business, we'll be fine.
I think to myself, just no one have a war. No COVID. Like, just get everything we got this. Just nothing crazy.
Tell me about it.
Well, you've also got 3 beautiful kids, 3 blessings. And let's run it back in 10 years. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me, Ari. Beautiful.